Hey Gemini, okay, so I just sat down to do this reading for you, and honestly, the energy coming through right now is pretty intense. I have been getting so many messages from Geminis lately asking about this specific situation, and I think the universe really wants me to address what is happening with you right now. So let me just shuffle these cards and see what wants to come through for you today. Before I even pulled any cards, I was already feeling this very protective energy around you. Like there is this sense that you have been building something really important lately, building up your defenses, building up your standards, and someone or something has been trying to test that. So let me pull the first card and see what is really going on here. Okay, so the first card I pull for you, Gemini, is the Page of Cups, and this is really interesting because this card is all about emotional messages and new emotional beginnings. But here is what I am picking up on with this energy. Someone has been trying to reach out to you. Someone from your past, or someone who you have been distancing yourself from, has been attempting to make contact. This Page of Cups energy is showing me that they are coming in with what seems like a softer approach. Maybe sending you messages that appear sweet or nostalgic. Maybe trying to remind you of good times you shared together. But here is the thing about the Page of Cups that I want you to really understand. This is a young energy. This is immature emotional energy. This person might be coming to you with what looks like an olive branch, but the cards are showing me that this is not coming from a place of true growth or real change. This is someone who is testing the waters to see if you will respond. They are seeing if your boundaries are still solid or if there is a crack they can slip through. What I'm also seeing with this Page of Cups is that you might have actually received some kind of communication recently. Maybe it was a text message. Maybe it was them liking your social media posts. Maybe it was a mutual friend mentioning them to you. Whatever form it took, this person has been trying to make their presence known again. And I want you to really pay attention to how you felt when that happened. Did you feel excited, or did you feel that little warning signal in your gut? Because your intuition has been trying to tell you something really important. The Page of Cups can also represent your own emotional state right now, and I am seeing that you have been doing a lot of internal work on yourself. You have been learning to recognize the difference between genuine emotional offers and manipulative emotional tactics. You are not the same person you were 6 months ago or a year ago. You have grown so much in your ability to see through surface level gestures, and that is exactly why this person's attempt to reconnect is not landing the way they thought it would. I'm also picking up that some of you Geminis might be feeling a little bit guilty about not responding or not being receptive to this person's outreach. Maybe you are wondering if you are being too cold or too harsh. But I need you to understand something really important here. Protecting your peace is not the same thing as being mean. Having standards is not the same thing as being unforgiving. You have every right to decide who gets access to your energy and your time. And just because someone is offering you an emotional gesture does not mean you are obligated to accept it. Let me pull the next card because I want to see what you have been building that this person is trying to break through. Okay, this is wild. The second card is the Page of Pentacles, and this is absolutely confirming what I was already sensing. Gemini, you have been building something real. This is not just about emotional protection. This is about tangible progress in your life. The Page of Pentacles represents new opportunities in the material world. New career moves, new financial stability, new routines and structures that actually support you. You have been putting in the work. Like I'm talking about real dedicated focused effort towards creating a better life for yourself. Maybe you started a new job or you have been working on a business idea. Maybe you have been saving money in a way you never did before. Maybe you have been building better daily habits, going to the gym, eating better, organizing your space. Whatever it is, you have been creating something solid and stable, and this is something that people can actually see and feel when they are around you. This Page of Pentacles energy is so grounded compared to that Page of Cups energy from before. Do you see the contrast here? Someone is coming to you with immature emotional appeals while you are over here building an actual foundation for your future. The energy is completely mismatched. You are not on the same level anymore, and I think part of you already knows this, but maybe you needed the cards to confirm it for you. What I love about the Page of Pentacles showing up here is that it is telling me you are being smart about your resources. You are being smart about where you invest your time and energy. You are being practical and realistic about what serves you and what does not. This is such a mature energy, and it is showing me that you have really learned the lesson about not throwing good energy after bad. You are not willing to sacrifice the stability you have created just because someone shows up with pretty words and empty promises. The Page of Pentacles is also telling me that you are in a learning phase right now. You are studying something, whether that is literally taking a course or just studying the patterns in your own life. You are becoming a student of your own experience, and that wisdom is what is making you untouchable right now. You know better. You have seen this movie before, and you know how it ends. So when someone tries to come back around with the same old energy, you can spot it from a mile away. Some of you might also be seeing new opportunities coming in that are actually aligned with where you are trying to go. Like the universe is rewarding you for the work you have been putting in. And this is making you realize even more clearly that you do not have time for people who want to drag you backwards. You are moving forward. You are building something. And anyone who cannot match that energy simply does not get to be part of your journey right now. All right, let me pull the third card because I want to see what happened that made you realize you needed to protect yourself in the first place. Oh, well, okay, this makes so much sense. The third card is the Ace of Pentacles, and this is really powerful, Gemini. The Ace of Pentacles represents a major new beginning in the material world, a genuine opportunity, a real solid offer from the universe. Here is what I am seeing with this card. At some point recently, you were presented with a real opportunity. This could have been a job offer, a chance to move, a new relationship that actually had potential, a financial opportunity, something that was genuinely good for you. And when this Ace of Pentacles energy came into your life, it showed you by contrast what was not real in your life. It showed you who was not supporting your growth, who was holding you back, who was keeping you small. The Ace of Pentacles is like the universe handing you a seed and saying, here, this is real, this has potential, this can grow into something beautiful if you nurture it properly. But in order to nurture this seed, you need to clear out the weeds. You need to make space. You need to protect this new beginning from anything that might choke it out before it has a chance to grow. And I think that is exactly what you did. You looked at what was being offered to you and you made a decision to protect it by removing or distancing yourself from people and situations that were not compatible with this new direction. What I'm also picking up with the Ace of Pentacles is that this opportunity or this new beginning brought clarity. It was like suddenly you could see everything so clearly. You could see who was really happy for you and who felt threatened by your growth. You could see who wanted to celebrate with you and who wanted to diminish your success. The Ace of Pentacles has a way of revealing people's true intentions because it represents something valuable. And how people react to you receiving something valuable tells you everything you need to know about them. I'm getting the sense that some of you might have actually shared your good news or your new opportunity with someone and their reaction was not what you expected. Maybe they were dismissive or skeptical, or they tried to poke holes in your happiness. Maybe they tried to make you feel bad for moving forward without them. And that reaction told you everything. It showed you that this person was not actually invested in your well-being. They were invested in keeping you at a certain level where they felt comfortable. The Ace of Pentacles is also confirmation that you made the right choice. By protecting this new beginning, by setting boundaries, by blocking attempts at re-entry, you allowed this seed to take root. And now it is starting to grow. Now you are starting to see the fruits of the decision you made to prioritize your own growth and stability over keeping the peace with people who did not have your best interests at heart. Let me pull the fourth card because I really want to see what energy you are stepping into now that you have made this boundary clear. Okay, Gemini, the fourth card is the Knight of Cups, and this is so interesting because we have already seen two pages and now we have a Knight. The energy is maturing. The energy is evolving. You are not just receiving messages anymore, you are about to become the message. The Knight of Cups is all about romantic gestures, creative expression, and emotional pursuit, but it is also about having a clear vision and moving towards it with intention. What I am seeing here is that by protecting yourself and maintaining your boundaries, you have actually opened yourself up to receive something much better. The Knight of Cups often represents a romantic offer or an emotional opportunity that comes from someone who is more mature and more aligned with what you actually need. But here is what is really interesting about this Knight showing up right now. I am not getting that this is necessarily about another person. I think the Knight of Cups is you. I think you are stepping into this energy where you are pursuing your own dreams and creative visions with passion and dedication. You are becoming the person who goes after what they want instead of settling for whatever shows up. You are becoming someone who has standards and knows their worth. This Knight energy is so much more directed than the Page energy we saw earlier. A Page is exploring, a Knight is pursuing. You have moved from the exploration phase into the action phase. You know what you want now. You know what you deserve. And you are not afraid to go after it, even if that means leaving some people behind. The Knight of Cups is emotionally intelligent, but also emotionally brave. This card is telling me that you have the courage now to choose yourself. Even when it feels uncomfortable. I am also seeing with the Knight of Cups that you might be entering a phase where you are attracting different types of people. Because you are vibrating at a different frequency now, you are going to magnetize people who match that frequency. The person who was trying to come back into your life, that Page of Cups energy, they belong to your old frequency. But you have upgraded. You have evolved. And the Knight of Cups is showing me that what is coming towards you now is going to reflect that growth. Some of you might meet someone new who actually has their life together, who actually knows how to communicate, who actually shows up consistently. Or you might find that your creative projects start getting more attention and recognition. You might find that opportunities come to you more easily because you are no longer energetically entangled with people who are draining your resources. The Knight of Cups is a messenger of good things. But you can only receive those good things when you have made space for them by releasing what no longer serves you. Let me pull the 5th card because I want to see what your energy is really protecting right now. What is it that made you so determined to block that attempted re-entry? The 5th card is the Chariot, and oh my goodness, Gemini, this is powerful. The Chariot is one of the most victorious cards in the entire deck. This card is about willpower, determination, moving forward against all odds, and achieving success through focus and control. The Chariot is telling me that you are in a period of major movement and progress right now. You are not standing still. You are not stuck. You are actively moving towards your goals, and nothing is going to stop you. This is why you blocked that re-entry attempt. You recognize that allowing that person or that energy back into your life would slow you down. It would divide your focus. It would create drama and distraction when you need to be completely concentrated on the path ahead. What I love about the Chariot showing up here is that it represents mastery and control. You are in the driver's seat of your own life right now. You are steering this vehicle and you get to decide who rides with you and who gets left at the station. The Chariot is pulled by two forces that seem opposite, but you have learned how to harness both of them and move in one clear direction. This tells me you have integrated different parts of yourself. Maybe your emotional side and your logical side. Maybe your past and your present. And you have found a way to make them work together to propel you forward. The Chariot also represents victory over challenges, and I am seeing that you have already overcome something significant. Maybe it was overcoming your own patterns of accepting less than you deserve. Maybe it was overcoming fear of being alone or fear of missing out. Maybe it was overcoming the guilt and obligation you felt towards people who are not treating you right. Whatever it was, you conquered it. You won that battle. And now you are moving forward with the confidence of someone who knows they can handle whatever comes next. I am also getting with the Chariot that your determination is visible to others. People can see that you are different now. They can feel that your energy has changed. You are not as accessible as you used to be. You are not as easy to manipulate or distract. You have this focused intensity about you that makes it clear you are on a mission. And honestly, I think that intimidates some people. I think the person who tried to come back into your life thought they could just slip back in like nothing happened. But when they felt your Chariot energy, when they realized how much you have leveled up, they probably felt pretty shocked. Let me pull the 6th and final card because I want to see where all of this is leading you. What is the ultimate outcome of you staying strong in your boundaries and continuing on this path you are on? The final card is 6 of Cups, and okay, this is really beautiful. And also really telling Gemini The Six of Cups is traditionally about nostalgia, childhood memories, past connections, and reunion. But the way it is showing up in this reading is really nuanced. I am not getting that this is about you going back to something from your past. I am getting that this is about you healing your past. This is about you breaking cycles that might have started way back in your childhood or in your early relationships. The Six of Cups is showing me that by standing firm in your boundaries now, you are actually healing wounds that go back much further than just this recent situation. Here is what I think is happening. The person who tried to come back into your life probably represented a pattern you have been repeating for a long time. Maybe it is a pattern of accepting breadcrumbs, or rescuing people who do not want to be saved, or giving people more chances than they deserve. And this time, by blocking that re-entry, by choosing yourself, by protecting your growth, you broke that pattern. You did something different than you have ever done before. And the Six of Cups is telling me that this is creating healing that ripples backwards. Through your entire timeline, I'm also seeing, with the Six of Cups, that you might be reconnecting with parts of yourself that you lost along the way. Maybe you used to be more carefree or more creative or more trusting before life and relationships taught you to be guarded. And now, by creating healthy boundaries and removing toxic people from your life, you are actually creating a safe space for those parts of yourself to come back. You are giving yourself the gift of feeling secure enough to be vulnerable again. But this time in relationships and situations that actually deserve your vulnerability, the Six of Cups can also represent inner child healing, and I am really feeling that energy here. I think you are realizing that some of the reasons you accepted poor treatment in the past had nothing to do with the present situation, and everything to do with old programming from your childhood. Maybe you learned early on that you had to earn love, or that you were responsible for other people's emotions, or that you should be grateful for whatever affection you received. And now you are unlearning all of that. You are reparenting yourself. You are teaching yourself that you are worthy of real love and real respect just by existing. What is beautiful about the Six of Cups appearing as your final card is that it is a six, which in numerology represents harmony and balance. After all the growth and movement and battle represented by the other cards, the Six of Cups is telling me you are moving into a period of peace. Not the kind of peace that comes from avoiding conflict, but the kind of peace that comes from knowing you did the right thing. The kind of peace that comes from alignment between your values and your actions. You are going to feel so much lighter and freer because you are no longer carrying the weight of relationships that were not meant for you. I'm also getting that some of you might actually have positive people from your past reach out to you. But these will be very different from that Page of Cups energy we saw at the beginning. These will be people who genuinely care about you. People who supported you before and want to celebrate who you have become now. The Six of Cups can bring sweet reunions, but they will be with people who have earned their place in your life. Not people who are trying to manipulate their way back in. So Gemini, let me just recap what the cards showed us today because this reading was really cohesive and clear. Someone tried to make contact with you using immature emotional tactics, that Page of Cups energy. But you have been busy building something real and solid with that Page of Pentacles energy. You had a genuine opportunity come into your life, that Ace of Pentacles, and it showed you by contrast what was not real and not serving you anymore. So you made a choice to protect that new beginning, and that choice has allowed you to step into this Knight of Cups energy where you are pursuing your dreams with passion and maturity. Your Chariot energy is so strong right now. You are focused and determined, and nothing is going to knock you off course. And all of this is leading you to the Six of Cups, which is deep healing of old patterns and reconnection with the most authentic parts of yourself. The message is so clear. You are finally untouchable, not because you have built walls that keep everyone out, but because you have built standards that only let the right people in. You blocked that re-entry attempt, and it was absolutely the right decision. That person or that energy belongs to your past and you belong to your future. Keep moving forward, Gemini. Keep protecting what you have built. Keep choosing yourself. The universe is backing you up completely. If this reading resonated with you, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Are you a Gemini who recently had to block someone from coming back into your life? How does it feel to finally be at this level of clarity and strength? Let me know what is happening in your world.